Still having tech issues. Hold on, guys. Why is it? There it goes. Alright. Alrighty. What's up, everyone? Dark Warlock here. Welcome back to more Goddess of Victory, Nikkei. And now, let's go. Attention time. I'm gonna have to play the story because we kind of missed it. There's a full new, big event going on, so. Let's go Ark Rangers! On the surface, the girl sprints forward, kicking up clouds of dust. She pushes off the ground and leaps. Backlit by the radiant sun, she strides herself, then drives a kick straight into the ground. Arcs of lightning strike the ground. The ground caves in and electricity surges outward in all directions. Ark Ranger Black fully rises to her feet, without even glancing back at the dazed Rapture Fiend standing behind her. She speaks. Rapture Fiend staggers. "Curse you!" it cries as it collapses to the ground. Boom! Dazzling green explosion erupts. The Ark Ranger Black rises hand high into the sky. Yeah. Whoosh, the wind begins to pick up. Ark Ranger Black's hair whips wildly in the wind. Ark Ranger Red, Ark Ranger Blue. True. Oh, it's an Ark Ranger movie. Yeah, they can't keep reshooting scenes if it doesn't if just because the acting feels right. Hmm. Holding out Voltron. Did I service to Voltron? Because that's what it was like 5 lions. Entertainment. Aw. Director picks up the megaphone. But the kids. She's like, aw. Oh. So is Black the leader? But and of course that's here we go, and that's where we got the intro. That's where we got the thing that you saw. It's like as soon as you enter the thing, it says Ark Ranger. Let me do my login stamp. Ark Ranger the movie, Crimson Sky. No, I did not actually mean to go out that far. But it says, yeah, the mock-up poster. That's probably this. Tetra TV, Ark Ranger the movie. I think that just flashed up on screen. See all the production, all the behind the scenes. Let's have our teams go fight this thing. I know I'm not gonna pull for Ark Ranger Black because she's not um she's not limited time. She'll be available once everything's over. Like usually for these big events, sometimes they have the well, no, see, I can't say usually because every anniversary and what was it? Anniversary and half anniversaries usually have their units come back as oh, you could get them regularly. It's usually only like the seasonal units and the collabs, as you guys know. If you guys been with me for a while watching me play Nikke, it's as I said before, it's usually just seasonals and collabs. I usually say, oh. I'm guessing because of the way position, I'm guessing Red's the leader. There she is up there, Ark Ranger Black. It's gonna be all music because it just. Oh, there you go, 100 gems. Perfect, because we need more of that. Definitely, because I'm pretty sure this one's going to be the pre-event before summertime. Once again, it's a big event. It's already the 13th. It's going to go for 18 more days. So I'm pretty sure this is going to go from. So we're going to go this day since last accident 0. Put safety first. God, this kind of reminds me of work. Holy crap. Kind of looking like a warehouse. Because I don't do streaming full time. I actually have a good old 9 to 5. Well, more 8 to 4, but still. Ark Rangers. That's all 4 of them. Yeah, I miss how many of these already. Like, geez. Because actually, this event actually started Wednesday into Thursday. So I missed Wednesday and I missed Thursday to Fridays. And that's today, Friday. I missed 2 days. We're going to have to cover that up. Because my butt decided to. I was supposed to actually stream last night, but I had more tech issues before. Ah, so this has to take place when the whole arc situation happened. Was it chapter 20 something? Let's see who the people are. I would have been disappointed if she wasn't thing. Trony. Moran. Trina. Oh, this is a lovely. This is a lovely setup. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it? No, there's gotta be somebody else. Hold on. We gotta be missing somebody. Reward boost. Ah, EH is the other one. I want to say, usually there's like 5 exactly you get together. It's EH, which of course, once again, we didn't pull for EH because the same reason. Yeah, Tetra, Ark Ranger Black. Oh, we're gonna have to use one of the SRs. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. So Delta would be our best bet. Level 1. Don't worry. We're still good. Training, I guess. The barbells drop down onto the rack with a resounding clunk. Almost as a thud. Clunk. Everyone steadies her breathing as she moves her like press machine. After finishing her training, she stands up. She stands and walks forward. I do like that sword though. It does kind of that face. It does kind of reminds me of the one the swords from the one from the old Power Ranger series. So this is probably this big event's gonna be for black. Then we're gonna have one for red, and then we'll have one for blue. Granger Red is standing alone at the table, and a small boy standing before her. He clutches the recently released Ark Ranger's trading card tightly in his hand, as if it's a valuable treasure. The boy seems hesitant as Ark Ranger Black sips her coffee, staring blankly into space. Hope. The boy hovers awkwardly, unsure of what to do. Granger Red resumes sipping her coffee while staring into space. Ark Ranger Black approaches slowly. Granger Black drops to one knee in front of the little boy and looks him in the eye. Oh. Little boy Johnson surprised, clapping his hands over his mouth. You're gonna be important, aren't you? That's because the fact that this specific event is you know the whole mini map and everything. I feel like he's gonna be important. Mm. With that story 1 intro, I feel like yeah, this happened right before the freaking Ark Ranger, the whole incident or the terrace incident. What would it be called? The whole in the Dome of Eternity. She hands a signed card back to him, which he accepts with trembling hands. Aw, she's so sweet. Hope's head bobs and frantically at that Ranger Black's wondered. Now, oh, that's stubbed. Ow, I stepped on something and it hurt. Jeez. Ducks down and quietly slips away. Black in his back in his seat stares blanket at the card. Ranger Black smiles softly and takes a seat across from Red. Mr. Red turns her head and looks at Hope. Hope meets her eyes and jumps in surprise and frantically pretends not to notice, sipping his drink. Aww. Damn, yeah, she... Damn. I mean... we're just ordinary Nikkei's. That sentence you just said contradicts it. We're ordinary Nikkei's. You guys are literally built to fight raptors. You're nothing but ordinary. We're just ordinary Nikkei's. Like, no, you can literally probably rip someone in half if you wanted to. But you can't. But still, so it's like, that's ordinary Nikkei's. There's Blue. That face. A black green matcha. That sounds very interesting. Yep. Ah, she's got doubts. Let's see what happens, though. Are they all? No, they're not all. And bam. Oh, I forgot. LaPlaza also basically does that same shtick. Yes, heroes! And she even has like the mech transformation. Mm-hmm. And what was it? Ah. Ark Ranger Blues poses for photos for fans and she recognizes her and signs autographs. So some fully leans into it. The other one's kind of like, whatever. And she's just like, I want it, sis. Just as read by part way. Every eye turns toward the source of the scream. Someone is hanging from a railing of a 6-story building. Red and black both dash forward as one. Ark Ranger Blue falls in beside them. Once again, we're not heroes, and proceeds to save somebody off of a building. That's not a shoot. Okay. Dave's clinging to the railing, barely holding on. At any moment, he could lose his grip and fall. Ranger Black's eyes dart around. Exactly. Yep. Damn, wow. Ark Ranger Black dashes away, putting some distance between them. Ark Ranger Red lowers her stance, bringing both hands together between her legs. Ark Ranger Red scans her surroundings. Gut has already gathered, their eyes shifting between the man hanging from the railing and the Ark Rangers. Yeah, so Red is the Red is the leader. What about Red? We're not gonna see Red transform? Red's cupped hands, putting the weight on her entire body behind it. Red thrusts both arms upward. Welcome in. And then she's soaring halfway up the building. Her eyes meet those of the man hanging from the railing. His grip gives out. She catches him, pulling him into her arms. Together, they plunge toward the ground. Ark Ranger Black lands. Man remaining still in her arms, eyes closed. And she would be the medic. Okay, I'm trying to decide. I know she's gonna be like a support. I guarantee she's gonna be a support type. I don't know what Ark Ranger Black is. We could tell by like the what story you tell us. What do you mean? Heck yeah! So I don't get to see red or blue's transformations. I guess they're gonna wait for the actual like their actual event. I guess. I missed that last one. Bruh. Wow. I love her face. Didn't I start stream? Can you start stream? I'm pretty sure we're live though. Makari. Unless it's not showing it on Twitch's end. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, goddamn hope it is. Hold on. Let me pause Nikkei quick. I'm pretty sure it's showing us. We're live on Twitch. Unless that message is super late, which of course, once again, sorry. I had having some issues. No, it's showing we're live. I mean, it's mostly a lot of cutscenes for now. It's more like more of a gotcha game, so like right now, let's do it. All right, girls, you got this. Good job, Trony. Oh, great. Now we got a fire. Oh, that sounds... Yikes. See, that reminds me. I don't think we've ever seen a fire unit. There it is. Okay, yep. Well, that just answered my question. I would say we have the Ark ACPU. Ark... I think it's Ark Central Police Unit. ACPU. It's the AFF. That's probably gonna be a future unit. Because I would say we have like the police, but we don't have a fire. We've never seen a firefighting unit or firefighting squad. So now we know how to have a name to what I literally was just talking about, the AFF, the Ark Firefight. It's probably either Ark Fire Force or Ark Firefighter. Okay. Yikes. Oh my god, people will say, ooh, fire. Let's say, yeah. Well, yeah, at that point, you're just a being thing. Oh? Mmm. Bruh. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you just didn't want to do anything. It's like 2 weeks after you bought it, you're just like, alright, now I want a refund. It's like, nah, that sounds like you're just trying to get your money back after using whatever you wanted to use it for. Stamping in helplessness, others crying in anguish. Nikkei's from the AFF are scrambling at the scene. Are we gonna see any of them? And some people are watching her. Something's burning deep within her chest. Turns back to the flames. Under the building, three figures scream for help. The raging blaze and billowing smoke threaten to swallow them whole. Almost subconsciously, Ark Ranger Black finds herself running. She presses the button, the transform trigger on her wrist. Yeah! Voices from behind try to stop her. Same time, cheers erupt. Ark Ranger, Ark Ranger, Ark Ranger! Sense of the absolute power courses through the Ark Ranger Black as if she can do anything. She runs toward the burning building and looks up at the people calling out for help from the rooftop. She doesn't make gadgets or anything. Covering her face with both arms, Ark Ranger charges in. She covers her. She's wearing like a helmet, isn't she? She covers her face. It's like she's wearing like a covered mask. Though her visor begins mapping the interior, she spots the stairs and sprints towards them. Now she's got the big sense of heroism. Her body is an ultralight model designed for action-heavy scenarios. It's far heavier than expected. Every time she takes a step, the floor buckles and caves beneath her. She ignores it and keeps running. At the end of the stairwell is a door. She kicks it open and bursts onto the rooftop. Hope lights up on the faces of those trapped there. Once again, the tingling feeling surges through Ark Ranger Black's entire body. She gathers everyone into her arms and jumps from the roof without further hesitation. The moment she lands, she knows her legs and hip joints are wrecked. But the expressions of those three people in her arms, looking up at her, make her forget all the pain. The rescued individuals thank her and run off as instructed. Ark Ranger Black staggers as she looks around her. In another burning building, someone else is waiting on the rooftop to be rescued. Black shuts down both her pain sensors and temperature sensors and runs toward the flames. She dive kicks into the entrance. The door bursts open. Whoosh! A great wall of flame engulfs her. She falls unconscious. Oh no! I mean, she does have that sense of actual heroism, which I like. It's cool. I see why Trony is a big fan of her. Moran, Trina, Trony, LaPlaz, and Delta. Get it, Moran. And Trony. Mission complete. Surprised she's not. Well, no, I guess not. Maybe like story 2, maybe. Because like I said, Trony's like the biggest fan of the Ark Rangers, specifically Ark Ranger Black. Ark Ranger Black opens her eyes and finds herself in the repair center. She quickly looks around. Ark Rangers Red and Blue are sitting beside her bed, watching her. Not gonna lie, I kind of don't know myself. I'm not a firefighter, so I don't know. A hero? Once again, you can still do shit. I mean, regular Nikes do a lot. What are you talking about? You actually got the heart of the hero. Being a true hero. Ah. I mean, that is true. I hate triangle. Yeah, she's not even worried about the lies. There you go. Aw. No, she just has that hero spirit. No, she's actually helping her. What she like what she wants to be. Ark Ranger Red stands. Ark Rangers Red and Blue step out of the hospital room. Stands at her hands. Hero. Down. Ah. Mm. So she's a hero who, she's the hero she wanted to be, but she did, but she had to face reality. And that's why she's the way she is. Spread Moran starts with less health. I don't know. Maybe that's how she is. Archangel Black lifts a massive barbell. She holds that position for a moment and sits the barbell down on the floor. Thud. There's the thud. A tremor ripples through the gym, strong enough to shake the entire space. She heads for the climbing wall. Taking a deep breath, she breaks into a run. Without even using her hands, she steps onto the wall, holding a scaling as she's flying. Sangs from the highest hold with one hand. And holding on for a moment, she drops straight down and lands. The ground shakes beneath her impact. She moves to the treadmill built for Nikkei's and starts to sprint on it. Specifically a Nikkei built one. Takes a shower and steps out into the streets. She walks. She reviews some rescue training materials. Hmm. Victory from a tease. It's far away, but the explosion sounds massive. Ark Ranger Black feels as though the Ark itself is shaking. Yep, this is during the Ark incident, right before the Ark incident. So I think this is right when, what was it, Laplace did the whole thing leading Raptors to the Ark, and then to get their groove back after being corrupted. Then, what was it, that happened? They managed to actually fix it because Laplace managed to get over her fear without her nymph. And then this is right as the freaking the Ark incident happened. but they're Nikes. They feel like they should need to be able to stop raptures. Black switches off her comms and takes off running. She spins full tilt toward the direction of the explosion. She looks up and sees a gaping hole in the dome of eternity, and raptures pouring through. For a moment, she feels the urge to stop, but soon suppresses it and keeps running. Hope slowly pulls himself up. His body feels heavy, his mind in a daze. He remembers walking home after finishing the Ark Ranger card battle. That was the last thing he remembers before coming to. Confusion washes over him. His breathing is strained. Dust fills his mouth, leaving it dry and gritty. Hope gives a short cough and looks around. Oh no! The once glistening and magnificent buildings are gone. Only collapsed and ruined structures remain. People lie scattered across the ground, none of them moving. Hope does not understand why they are lying there, but he instinctively knows something terrible has happened. His heart races, a cold sweat breaks out across his body. He does not know what to do. All he can do is look around in panic. And then a raptor shows up. With a deafening crash, dust erupts into the air. Hope is swallowed by the plume, coughing violently. He can't see anything beyond the clouds of dust. With each heavy rhythmic boom, the ground trembles faintly. Through the thick dust, Hope sees the massive silhouette. And then it breaks through the dusk, a rapture. Uh-oh. Hope turns and runs. He trips almost immediately and falls. He turns back to look at the rapture fiend approaching him. Fear consumes him. All he can do is scream. And suddenly, he remembers his treasure. Hope reaches in his pocket and pulls out Ark Ranger trigger bearing his hero autograph, which he keeps in a plastic case. He raises it high into the sky. The rapture fiend advances unfazed. Oh. The rapture fiend continues forward. It's getting closer. The rapture fiend presses on. Hope gathers the last of his courage. A chunk of concrete flies out of nowhere and smashes into the rapture fiend's head. Hope turns around. There he sees the one he's been waiting for. Hope gets up and runs, brushing past Ark Ranger Ray. Hope squeezes his eyes shut and runs. An unfamiliar sound echoes behind him. He turns around. Ark Ranger has collapsed, crimson energy spilling from her body. Hope suddenly feels the strength leaving his legs. For some reason he can't run. His legs refuse to move. He feels the rapture fiend's gaze upon him. Hope looks at the fallen Ark Ranger Red, summoning all his courage. I'm about to say, where's Black? There she goes. Blue flash slams down onto the rapture. The rapture staggers using its foothold. Ranger Black leaps up and lands in front of Hope and back of him. Preparing Ark Leon for deployment. So now the props actually going to be... So they had a giant mech available. Oh, we also do have a mini game. Pick up robot. Director, I'd like to learn how to operate Arc Leon. Huh? Arc Leon? That's rather sudden. It's a long ways from filming the Arc machine scenes. I know, but it wouldn't be hurt to do some practice beforehand. Don't worry, I have plenty of time to practice. I wouldn't dream of overworking you guys. I see very well. Huh? You never think twice about causing trouble on any given day. Why are you being so hesitant now? Just admit you want to try out the Arc Leon. He's right. He always requests for retakes during shoots. No, I can't take the Arc Leon out for a spin to satisfy my personal curiosity. Sure, I'm curious about how the drive system works, what kind of weapons it has, how responsive the controls are, what the cockpit field of view is like, but I wouldn't throw a fit about it. That's exactly what you're doing right now. Wait, don't tell me. This is because of the budget. I can't deny that. I don't know much about budgets, but even I know operating something as massive as an Arc machine is inordinately expensive. I can't burn through the budget just to indulge my own dreams, wishes, longings, aspirations, expectations, urges, and yearnings. Just say you want to do it already. It's really uncomfortable to listen to. Can we make it happen, director? I can't listen to this anymore. She's mad. Absolutely not. Just moving that thing once caused a small fortune. Right, I thought so. But if you stick with this simulator, all it costs is electricity. So we can do what? We always planned on having you learn to pilot the Arc machines through a simulator anyway. Can't have you moving around something that massive just for practice. Every time that thing moves, it burns through mountains of cash. It may be a simulator, but the controls and feel like piloting it would be recreated perfectly. Feel free to use it as much as you want. Alright, take you up on that. Great. Hang tight while we get everything set up. Such a handful, you know that? What did she said? Red, blue, get ready. Huh? Us too? Of course, Arc Leon isn't the only Arc machine we have. Let's go, Ark Rangers. Fine, I'll play along. Be honest, Red, you were interested too. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. I mean, that thing is a giant robot. If seeing that doesn't get your heart racing, it's something wrong with you. True. Yeah. Of course you'd agree. Are those else it's made up of? It looks like little cats, and they're supposed to be. It says lion, but obviously this is like. Obviously, it's supposed to be one. It's very fun power because it's Ark Ranger Rangers, but it's also clearly also referencing Voltron, like the OG like mech Tentai. I missed out on how many gems already. Damn. Leon Shooter, Leon Arm, Leon Falcon Wing. Lander Pack, and Arc Buster. Oh look, it's the Resident Evil thing again. They brought back the Resident Evil collab. I mean, they always do that. Who am I kidding? They do that all the time. They basically bring back older games that they had for collabs because it's like, oh, we can't really use the collabs anymore because the collab's finished. So instead they change it out. To basically yep. Oh wait, let me tabs to go faster. Let's see. No. Yeah, I gotta start slow for now till we can upgrade the inventory space. Selecting traits. So they might change it up. Defeating monsters gains experience, but only we get a certain amount of experience. Having between tiers 1, 2, and 3 by default. Yeah, so it is exactly the same, the same thing. Just gain more experience. Obviously, you could tell that they changed things. There's the thing. It's arc blowgun or bowgun. They've always just went out the bowgun. So I do like that they do that sometimes. It's like, oh yeah, let's redo the collab mini games. So it won't be lost because they actually did that with what was the mini game that we had before with the thing was the maid game from it was I think last year's Valentine's event was the same maid mini game when they had the ReZero event. And of course, like I said, this is from the Resident Evil event when they had the collab with Resident Evil. Let's move this, fuse those together, move this over. This is all. It was mostly about item management, much like how Resident Evil is. Let's see, can we put this anywhere? We can do that. Wait, no, I'll put this here and that there. Is there any way I could squeeze the launcher in there somewhere? Yes, like that. There you go. Zoom in. Mwah. There's knockback. Supporter blade. Someone's a robot that shoots shurikens. Arc rifle. Dual pistols. Arc submachine gun. Arc launcher. Arc laser. And this is the supporter missiles. Yep. Let's do that one. Damage. Yeah, we can't do unless we had two of them. We can't upgrade that again to go purple until we had two blue of them, two blue ones. Yeah, I'm happy that they actually brought this game back. I actually kind of like this game. That's good. Then 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, can technically move. Let's see, move this over here, this over here. Trying to think of item management here. No, because we want the support things. That's the support missiles. Try and use as much space as we can without losing any other space. So now that won't fit anywhere though now. Let's move it like down here. I want to include this, but it's such an awkward shape. Don't worry, I'll figure this one out. You say you need this one up in your inventory. Okay, hold on, I got this. Okay. Top corner. want to keep the laser. Yeah, we might have to wait a little longer. To upgrade anything else? We're gonna need like slightly more space. No, we can do this one though. What is this? Data chip. Increases the enemies. Okay. Increase summon. Arc grenade. Once again, they basically took everything that we got from the Resident Evil thing and made it like epic superhero ish instead of being more gritty and realistic. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Purple. Let's do. Right, now we can make some actual moves now. Now that can go down there. This can go over here. This should be able to fit right there. Perfect. And that goes there. Like, and now we have all that space over there. Now we call it to a secondary version of it. So we have 2. And also get an Arcanade. Ta-da! Look at that. See, now we're moving. Now we're moving and grooving here. Increase experience. Heck yeah, more levels. Already at wave 10. And now we're getting the big ones. Okay, is this arc repair tool set? Yep. Repairs the barricades. Okay. This one down. Put the barricade up. Oh, the music changed. Because this is still the first run. We still have not gotten any upgrades. Boom. Boom. Increasing the speed inside of the circuit. Oh, I'm trying to see this thing, but I can't because we have the missiles. And the data thing that gives us more experience. It's so awkwardly shaped, though. See, when I put it there, I still wouldn't have enough for the spaces for either of the things we have there. So I can't use that one yet. I can still use the grenade, so I'm going to have to not use the shuriken just yet. We're going to need more space. There's no more reload speed. There's the bow. Shiny Jewel. Gold gain for killing enemy 5%. Okay. We also get the bow gun. Increase blaze. Okay, can't do anything with these yet. Increase damage. Yeah, still can't really do anything now. Just gotta keep skipping for now. Because eventually we get boost to our the actual inventory from the start. Like after we buy like a whole bunch of upgrades, just like in the Resident Evil one. Okay. I can move you over slightly. You can fit down here now. I can move you over this way. Still don't have enough to fit that yet because of the awkward. No, I don't. No. Actually, hold on. Hold it. Resource management. Resource management. Just gotta figure out what you can work with. Because the summoner's path summoners, I can't see what else we got. So we don't have this weapon yet, but we can't really equip it because we have no space. If we have this section, we'd actually be able to do it, but we don't have it yet. So let's see. Still can't really do much. Hey, we're not going all the way. We're just trying to see it for the first time, and then we'll go back to the story. Hey, a blue gem instead. Heck yeah, and upgrade the bow gun to blue. So now we're blasting. Blue gun, the arc scenes, and the arc laser. Increase the attack a bit. And now things are getting intense, and things are starting to approach us now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to make this perfect rectangle, so we'll do that. Boom, now that one's blue. Let's see, we can move a gem down here. Now we have more space there. Probably scoot everything over a little bit so we make more space. Okay. Let's move up a little bit. That did nothing. Okay, then we didn't have the free one. Well, we're almost to 30,000. What's the... Oh, knock back. I could have paid space, but you know. Oop. Upgrade for data disk. Okay, can't do any more upgrades for now. We're hoarding our gold for now because we're gonna have to buy actual upgrades. Warning, warning, boss time. Yeah, that big one over there. Oh, will we actually beat the boss this time? Yes, we shall. Get more experience. Oh, we have this thing too. Sensor improves precision. Yep, so that's basically was the... What was it? The scope. The sniper scope. Alright. First off, let me do this right. Add the pistol. Oh, it's 3. Hold on. Hold it, hold it. Yeah, not gonna be able to do anything just yet. Not yet, not yet. And that's the end of it. Fight Ark Ranger! Wow. Because now we got all this stuff. Upgrade materials. Collection. We get all the weapons we can see. Yeah, see, we're missing a lot of stuff, though, but still. It should be a... Yeah, it's the upgrade. Defeat monster and goal required to upgrade. Upgrade experience, upgrade goal, attack. HP of the barrier, upgrade, see expansion of the thing. Boom. 1. What's this one? Extra traits, extra trait options. Additional trait refreshers. Let's upgrade gold. That's it. Alright. Well, that was fun. Like I said, it's good to see the Resident Evil mission come back again. And like I said, I missed a couple days, so I should do that. Get the story from 1 to 5. Get the dailies. Send social points. Oh, we gotta do that too. Challenges. You can buy more stuff at the shop. And, you know, I might save that Ark Ranger special. Because if I want to get these, but we'll have enough to get those. Let's see, it's 10. Plus logins 10 is 20. Plus 10 we were down is 30. We're at, what, 97 I think we're up to already? Yeah, Junkyard Pass. I wonder how EH is going to play into the story. God, it's almost 5 a.m. I know probably nobody's here watching, but you know what? Hey, if you are, I appreciate you being here this early in the morning. Because my butt's been up since 1 a.m. Nothing. No, you got Balorta. Yeah, Balorta, I know. Oh, wait, 92, not 97. So if I was at 97, I'd be like, heck yeah! But not yet. A bit of a spot. Let's get this Junkyard Pass. Recruit. Oh, done. Hunter for the daily's event mission. Story 2, I can't do that yet. See, if I had EH, not got a Junkyard Vanguard, not gonna lie, I would kind of want it just for the tickets. But I'm like, I'm gonna be spending money, though. Because, like I said, summer event's coming, I'm calling it. We're gonna have this event, they're probably gonna wait like another, like, either have one more event, they're gonna have a live stream, and then it's gonna be, okay, next event that's coming is the summer event. Because they already have, you know how I know that? Because I know I'm delaying the inevitable of us actually doing the story and making the stream longer, but if you go to recruitment right now, do they have Ark Ranger Black, but they also have the select recruitment, which once again, it's every single past summer unit. One from what, 3 years, 3 years ago? No, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, last year, and then there's gonna be one for this year. Calling it. Because they didn't want, because it used to be like, oh, this year's and last year's you could get together, but now they have it where it's like, okay, we're gonna have past events be available for, oh, you can select them. Here you go, if you want to get past units. And then we'll also include the newer units. Because they used to have where it was like, oh, here's like 2 new units and then 2 past units. But of course, now there's multiple years of multiple units like that. They're like, okay, let's just have it where you can kind of get them all together. Which I do like. Yeah, Dome of Eternity. Let's go, Ark Rangers! Bzz. Electricity surges from Ark Ranger Black's hand and strikes the Rapture. Rapture's movement halts for a moment. Ark Ranger Black uses the opportunity to charge forward. The Rapture swings its legs, but Ark Ranger Black twists her body slightly, evades the attack. She drives her knee into its joint, sending the Rapture staggering with a sounding bang. She pulls herself into a tight crouch, then launches herself. Hope's eyes follow Ark Ranger Black as she rises into the air. Blue lightning flashes behind her. Its legs straighten and her body free fall. She unleashes her ultimate attack, Arc Black Meteor, striking the Rapture's core in perfect precision. A fracture spreads across the Rapture's core, and the Rapture falls silent. Ranger Black rushes over and takes the fallen Red in her arms. Her body is battered, but she's alive. Hope. Ark Ranger Black lifts Red onto her back and runs. Hope follows behind her. Explosions, screams, and gunfire ring out endlessly around them. She feels her breath growing heavy. She can't let the boy behind her see how exhausted she is. Whoosh! Just as she was wondering if her vision is dimming, a massive shadow envelops them. 3 Raptures fix their gaze on Ark Ranger Black. carefully lowers Ark Ranger Red. The raptors have a path ahead completely blocked. The only option is to turn back and run. Doing that would leave them exposed to the raptors' attacks. Without taking her eyes off the three raptors in front of her, Ark Ranger Black calls out to the boy behind her. Hope turns and runs. Ark Ranger Black charges towards the raptors. Please let me buy him some time. I love it. Back at the repair center. Oh. Mm-hmm. God damn, Jesus, that was fast. Because what was that? That whole thing was like 2 chapters. We were rushing around. Nikes were like battling endlessly. There were raptors everywhere. Freaking. Eventually, freaking the 2 heretics showed up. Like, Chatterbox. Was it Chatterbox and. It was Chatterbox and then. Oh god, her name's slipping through me. The Fire Dragon. Nihilister showed up before she sacrificed, before she became good. Nihilister showed up. They revived Indivilia. That's when Rappy first became Rappy Red. Well, she basically became full extent of Rappy Red Hood. Of just Red Hood. She used all her Red Hoodness. Ark Ranger Red quietly extends her hand. She holds out a trading card bearing Ark Ranger Black's autograph. Ah, no. Sometimes you can't. Tears fall onto the trading card. No! He held on to the hope of your heroicness. Don't give up. Now you gotta use his loss. No. You gotta use his loss because he believed in you. You have to use that as the driving force to keep going. I could do it for him. I'm gonna do it for Hope. Hopefully she learns that lesson by the end of this. That yeah, you weren't able to save him, but you still go and live for him as a driving force. Duh, jeez, it's only been an hour and a half. It's 5 a.m. already. Okay, yeah, I forgot we have a couple. We have a couple easy missions probably. Because like I said, there's gonna be a whole second story to this event. This is like what, 3-week long event. And then there's Delta. Like everybody's in SSR except for Delta. Poor Delta. Oh yes, before Mustang was all about the thing. For what? Hmm. Good job, Black. There you go. It's heart. And it's not about strength, it's about heart. You gotta believe. 2 days later, a shopping mall begins collapsing from damage sustained during the attack on the Ark. Ark Ranger Black rushes to the scene. Ranger Black arrives on the scene and surveys the collapsing building. Her body freezes the moment she moves to enter the building. She's thinking too much about it. She's hesitating. The Ark Ranger Black remains unable to move. Yeah, she's freaking the trauma she can't. Oh my god, that's not even. Ark Ranger Black stares blankly at the collapsing building. Rescue teams rush into action, pulling people into safety. The operation concludes with no loss of life. Rescue teams withdraw, and mighty tools arise to secure the building. Ark Ranger Black stays rooted to the spot, motionless. Damn, she's poor Black. She's like, time passes. The attack on the Ark is executed by the exotic squad left deep scars across the Ark, but it quickly begins to recover. Buildings destroyed by the raptures are rebuilt. Pendant patches of grass and shattered lights are restored. But those who were lost cannot be brought back. That's an interesting outfit. Stands watching the streets, the ark, her hood drawn her head. A while later, someone from the past goes running. Cries a pickpocket right out of the street. Ranger Black flinches, does not spring into action. She tracks the fleeing pickpocket with her eyes. Soon after, the pickpocket is apprehended and taken into custody by the ICPU. Damn. Well, I can see a viable option. I can see a costume option already for Black. Was it 8? Yeah, she feels like a fallen hero now. Usually all heroes have those stories. So I like how the difference. Ark Ranger Blue nudges Ark Ranger Black forward. On the way to the set, many people recognize Blue and ask for autographs and photos. She smiles, responding to each and every. As most of the people also recognize Ark Ranger Black at her side. But seeing the far-off look in her eyes, her tightly shut lips, and the hood over her head, none of the fans say anything. An hour and a half later, the two finally arrive on set. Yeah, so she's like, okay, I know it's a TV show, I'm playing the character, I'm just that character, that's it. Red wanted to be a true hero, had her dream shattered, she became kind of cynical and thing. In the beginning, obviously, Black was like, oh yeah, staying in now because she lost hope. She lost hope. She lost hope to being a hero. She wants to be a real her. But that's only in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she wants to be a hero on and off screen. Hmm. I feel like we're gonna get them all to eventually become actual heroes in their own story. Like I'm gonna have Red. Yeah, she's. Welcome back. Yeah, she can't do it anymore. She's like, you know what? Ugh. If only it was on the GameCube freaking digital store already. There was a way I could play it virtually. Cause not gonna lie, seeing this, especially with the director saying cut, cut, cut. Man, I want to stream Beautiful Joe. And its sequel. Like, damn, like those are two games I really want to stream with you guys. It's Beautiful Joe, but I can't because there's no way to easily get it accessible because it's like I could stream it on the Wii, but I need a new Wii because it's the only thing that was backward compatible that I could potentially stream off of. Actually, did they also have ADW cables? Did it have an HD port? I can't even remember. Oh my god. See, if it was available on the Switch 2 already, I'd be able to do it from the Virtual Console, but no. I don't want to do emulation because I don't believe in that stuff. No. That day and for the rest of the shoot, Ark Ranger Black doesn't transform even once. Assembling Ark Leon's arms. Oh, so it wasn't part of the Rapture attack. Then slowly built. So it makes me wonder, what other big event was there? But yeah, so I sent you some panels. Did you check? Like I said, I saw them, but like, I'm pretty sure I already have panels on my Twitch already. No, don't want to miss out the action. I'll check it off. I'll when we're done with stream. Because I know a buddy of mine made me panels, and I could have sworn that's what I'm using. I know it doesn't reflect Sonic, but I'm not trying to make it just Sonic. I'm trying to be like, oh, even though I have Sonic aesthetic behind me, I try to be more focused on the Dark Werehog. Like you add some Sonic's best panels. I mean, like I said, I don't really want to have it just focus on just Sonic. I have like the Sonic panels on, even though he's my favorite character. I'm trying to get it more focused on like original characters, not really original characters. It's more the focus on the Dark Werehog character I have. That's all good. The cat face. Oh. Yeah, yeah. I get it, yep. Yeah. Because you already have Sonic Game. Yeah, I know a couple, and I know some. Like I said, a buddy of mine gave me some emotes to at least have. The Werehog ones and other ones like that. I guess I gotta find out where he is. I haven't messaged him in a long time. Nah, she's. No, you gave him courage. Now, oh my god. Mm-hmm. It's funny because literally there's someone who literally does the same thing and has the same ideals and is a real hero. Talk to Laplace. She's literally that. And she literally does the same things. Heroic shine. She's all about the hero aspect. She even has the same Sentai thing where it goes. If you want to put animated alerts based on Sonic character, like I said, I'd have to figure all that out later. I have to focus more on the content and stuff like that. Aww. It's so cute. I like that. Filming for Ark Ranger Black scenes has been suspended indefinitely. No matter what she tries, she's unable to don the suit. The moment she puts it on, dizziness and nausea set in. The repair center finds no abnormalities with her. As a result, she ends up as an unexpected period of rest. Time passes and her condition does not improve. Her break gets longer by the day. Ark Ranger Black sits on a table on Punk Street, staring blankly out at the street. Everything is peaceful. During her break, incidents large and small still occur within the Ark. Thanks to the Ark's compensation systems, there's no casualties. Perhaps heroes aren't needed in the Ark at all. Perhaps no one needs something like courage. As these thoughts go through her head, Ark Ranger Black reaches for the drink in front of her. Sound of glass shattering rings through the air. Someone must have dropped their cup. Ark Ranger Black doesn't bother turning to look. It's probably nothing serious, or even if it were, the Ark has systems in place to handle it. She brings her drink to her lips. Oh, it's the crystals! Her ears perk up at an unfamiliar sound. Oh yeah, the crystal. Gaze turns toward the source of the sound. Stunning, beautiful crystals racing down the street. Oh yeah, I forgot the crystal incident. We just had that. I forgot. Yeah, it was the Ark incident and then the cold crystal accident. The crystal attacks. That was done by 6-0. Hey, you, McCray. A Rangerback sprints down the street at full speed. Oop, oh no. The crystal is unfamiliar to her, which she instinctively recognizes as a threat. Fortunately, the crystal is not that fast as she keeps her distance. After running far ahead, she stops in the middle of the street and turns to look back. A throng of people rush past her, their faces filled with fear. Don't touch it! Don't touch the crystal! Attempting to reconnect. Hopefully we didn't lose anything. You'll see. So I'm gonna have to remember this is when the crystal attack. I'm gonna have to check the thing if she actually says she hands him off to a Nikkei. Ark Rangerback runs after Anise, her eyes fixed on Anise's back. After running for a while, one of the people being carried speaks up. Are you Ark Ranger Black? She lowers her head. She keeps running. She finds herself watching Anise without even realizing it. She continues following her. Anise keeps running as she shouts and saves more people. But none of her words can be made out even though she's shouting. Only one thing is clear. Anise is running to save people. Ranger Black runs after her. Is spellbound. Anise heads toward the tunnel reconnecting to the plaza. Yeah, see, it's also kind of nice because this happened right after, Anise's star Anise, because the fact is that pretty inspired Anise, with the whole idol thing and saying you have to live for the light. And now Anise is gonna instinctively inspire Ranger Black to keep that light, keep that hope that you can do so, you can make a difference, you can be a hero. The outer rim partition is revealed. She destroys an unarmed robot and charges toward the partition. Out of nowhere, Eternity appears and Anise begins engaging in a battle. Ranger Black gazes transfixed on Anise. Everything is in chaos. To all Ark Ranger Black thinks she has watched the fight. The disparity of their power is overwhelming, and Anise is being completely overpowered by Eternity. Exactly, you just can't give up hope. Nope, she doesn't give up. Open your eyes, Black. See, I'm trying to think, was that there? See, I have to watch Anis's story again. Battered and broken, Anise shouts at Eternity. Mm-hmm. The blinding flash of light, a hole is pierced through the partition. Through the Ark Ranger Black steps through the partition. She can only sit down and stare dumbly until everything comes to a close. Around her is chaos. The injured and those helping them move around about a flurry. Ark Ranger Black watches the scene for a long time. She gets up and begins tending to the injured. First aid skills she learned during her spare time come in good use. A long while after tending to the wounded, the Ark begins to shake. Almost automatically, Ark Ranger Black looks to Anise. Her realization suddenly dawns on her and she looks around. Everyone is watching Anise. Anise meets those gazes head on and runs off somewhere. Ark Ranger Black feels a sudden warmth rising in her chest. Assembling Ark Leon's head. And let me guess, this is all gonna take place. Probably her last story is gonna take place during the big hoorah thing with the big crystal attack with 6-0, and she sees Anise, Star Anise. That's gonna be story 2. So we managed to get everything there, and love it. Yeah, okay, I do appreciate all the support. Inhale. Swoosh. Massive barbell is holstered into the air. The massive barbell crashes down onto the floor. A loud noise. I think somewhere there's a Nikkei with telekinesis. There you go. Yep, and he showed. Exactly. Gotta keep on going. Mm-hmm. Well, to me, it's nothing more than being a clown. Hmm. See, Mustang kind of. See, exactly. He. Mm, the goat Mustang slash Hanson. Love him. He just like, what are you gonna do after you leave the Ark Rangers? He's like, I just want to be a hero. It's like, he knows all too well about wanting to be heroes because once again, he believed in a niece. It's like, I know you can do, you can be what you want to be. You can be the pop star that you're destined to be and be the star of the Ark. To give them once again, give the light, give hope, and she wants to give courage. Just because it's on TV doesn't mean it's false. Yeah, it says yeah. Why do people watch TV? To escape reality. A Gringerback looked intently at red and blue. Mm-hmm. Not for a bit. Because of 6-0. 6-0 is going to be a big problem for a while. Oh god, we're gonna have the arc shutdown plan. Yep. This is like right when Livering offered the head to 6-0, and then now the attack starts happening. Oh, is it the shutdown time? Yep, dark shutdown. Yep, this is exactly what's happening. Yep. Massive explosion echoes from deep within the pitch dark arc. Yep, this is basically what just happened not too long ago. The explosions continue, followed by violent tremors, and in that moment, screams fill the streets. So basically, this whole event took place between like the past 12 chapters we've been doing. The whole incident, the crystal attack, and now us basically taking down 6-0. This chapter one is this first part. It seemed to have a lot of stuff happen with it. Oh, is that it? No, we're gonna have probably a little more. Pitch dark in the pitch black darkness in the arc of the arc. Civilians fall into panic with 9-inch visibility ahead of them. Mm-hmm. Ark Rangers spring into action. They calm the panicked civilians and instruct them to shut down all electronic devices. They guide them to the plaza. Oh, so that's where the people were gathered in the plaza when Anise showed up with no when Rappy and Endless, yeah, because Eternity's the smaller one. When Endless showed up, which had when Endless slash 6-0 showed up, and then basically the panic subdued somehow by the anxious murmuring of civilians still filling the air. Surroundings remain dark and distant explosions continue. The explosions are probably us. Us fighting Endless at was it at oh my god, the names might be there it goes again. That was my train of thought. Oh god, I forgot her name. Exia. What the heck was that the AI's name? God, chat, if anybody knows, can anybody help me out? Oh god. Enix's room. When we're fighting Endless in Enix's room, and then eventually Endless slash 6-0 flies out, and then of course Rappy chases her. That's probably all us. Loud explosion echoes in the distance. Nope. Nope, it's just us. No, it's technically just us. it, it's just the counters and Commander Werehog. I mean, since civilians react to the name Ark Rangers, gradually the fear begins to fade. The distance explosions suddenly stop. Crystals erupt from the ground. Crystals burst up across the plaza. Yep. There are not that many crystals, but the more than enough to send civilians back into a panic. People scatter in panic. Ark Ranger Black stands frozen, unable to move. In a moment, a young girl falls in front of her. A phone slips from the girl's hand. On screen, an Ark Ranger video is playing. Crystal pierces straight through the phone. The girl chokes back tears. She calls out desperately to the Ark Rangers. Does it make it false? Why do people watch television? Bring hope, bring smile, bring happiness. Looks around the Pandonia. And by is what the real hero is. Ranger Black throws off her hood. But wait, your electricity, you shouldn't be touching it! Ark Ranger Black begins taking down the crystal information throughout the ground. Shouldn't she not be able to touch it though? Because she's electricity. Hone Moon is clearly trained to the extreme. She strikes them down one after another. Electricity surge. You're the worst person to be freaking fighting these. You're the worst person to be fighting these because they're just gonna get bigger faster because you use electricity. The clown. Blue lightning crashes down. Oh my god. Yeah, shatter into pieces. But they're just gonna grow. I don't know how, because once again, you're electricity. There it is, and there's Star Anise. The arc lights up. At the same time, all the crystals begin to crumble and vanish, and the crystal's poison has been eating away at the Ark Ranger's black body dissipates. Black light by the skylight line of the Ark. Ark Ranger Black strikes a victorious pose. Cheers fill the plaza. A collective cry of courage. On-screen hero and What? You can't just do that. It's just like question by question. Who the fuck was that? He said he died. He's not dead. Who the fuck was that? Okay, is this something that we just missed? Okay, this is related to 46. Once again, I probably will be doing that when I get back from vacation. By the way, this is the reason why we have this really late stream, early morning stream, is because I'm actually leaving today. So, yeah. Ingrid places another call. Ah. This has to be 40. This has to be either 46 or what the heck's going on. Ark Leon's ready for deployment. And that's it for the on-screen hero. Alright, let me just grab this from the shop. Do the missions. I should do the missions first, actually, before we hit the shop. Boom. 900. Boom, boom. Now I'll get this. And as many as I can get, 2. As many as I get, 2. Got it. Nah, you know, I'll leave it go for a little bit. We'll get the other stuff later. Alright. Well, that was good for Ark Ranger, so let's see the next time of the next update. I probably will do one more Nikkei stream because I want to do eventually 46. Do dispatch real quick. Say equals to a 30, 45, 50, 60, no, 70. They're at 92. We're almost at 93. We might get to 96 before summertime. Well, no, see, no, I think I probably will get 96 before summertime. Let's see. I do have the thing that gives me like an extra 100. Dailies, that'll give me another 100. That's 200. Plus, we're gonna have the... We're gonna have the arena. Okay, I'm so done with 4. See, that's over in 3 days. So that's hopefully will be another 1,600. So that'll put me definitely past 93. I should hopefully get up to 96. Maybe 99 by the end of everything. Alright, so I'm just going to level this up one quick before we end off. Alrighty, so next time on Goddess of Victory Nikkei, we're going to probably do chapter 46 as well as the second part of Ark Ranger. Alrighty, guys, like you saw, let me post the good old socials. It's gonna go quiet for a hot minute. It's like it always does. Alrighty, guys, and I know it's a bit late. Probably no one's gonna be streaming now. It's like super early in the morning. It's only already 6 a.m. Alright, guys.